Have you ever thought about why rich people seem different from everyone else? Along with money and stuff, wealthy families have their own personalities and ways of thinking. They have a very different view of wealth and society than most people. They don't like expensive cars, geodes, or diamond watches. Because of this, you'll notice 5 different behaviors on an old money estate today that show how old money people live. They are elegant and have class, which makes them stand out. If you watch this movie all the way through, you might be able to spot a few old money habits. These people with a lot of money don't want to win quickly. They are already very successful and rich. Their eyes are fixed on the future. Their goal is not to get rich, but to make sure that their family will be able to afford things in the future. Their goal is to protect and grow their nest egg so that they can live well in the future. Then what is their secret? History is important. These wealthy families know how important it is to be careful. Do not get the wrong idea, they are the height of luxury. They don't take big vacations though, instead, they buy used cars and summer homes. Traditional things like rowing and riding are what they like to do for fun. Some of the most important games in history aren't always the ones that cost the most. They are humble and complex at their core. They're not screaming, "Look at me and my money," from the streets. No, they are calmly sure of themselves and don't need other people to agree with them. Surprisingly, half of their clothing will probably be made up of clothes they got from family or friends. People don't really give stuff away because closets are like castles and personal items are holy. They clearly show what heritage means. Even though new families have money, older people also seem to know how important it is to be polite and follow the rules. What's so interesting about old money is that it's like a fancy magnet that pulls you in with its undeniable charm and sophistication. These people are very good at staying calm when things get tough, saying what they think when it's necessary, and knowing when to shut up when things get hot. You should always treat people with respect and dignity, not just when you have to know which fork to use at a fancy dinner party. You can trust me when I say that they feel very at ease with the people who work at their house. They treat them like family and talk about the most private things in mind-boggling ways. People with new money or middle-class backgrounds feel weird and stifled when there's a maid around, but these guys don't seem to mind at all. Being polite doesn't always mean you have a lot of money. It usually means you value yourself and had a good childhood. If you know them, they will send you beautiful dinner cards and thoughtful letters for even the smallest gifts. They never show up to events without something. They also know a lot about tips. So you see, money can't open all the doors. Why is that the case with manners? That's because being polite shows that you are socially intelligent. Multiple studies have shown that people with good manners are more likely to make friends, do well at work, and be seen as generally nice. They know the rules, can adapt to different situations, and care about other people. These traits are important to everyone, no matter where they live. When it comes to success, they all support achievement that is done in secret. Families with a lot of money live different lives that stress modest success and low-key wealth. They don't shout about how rich or make stories that get people's attention. These aren't the kinds of people who show off their private jet or flashy necklaces on Instagram like some wealthy sports or new millionaires do. These people would much rather keep everything secret and out of the public eye. Their goal is not to show off their money or keep up with the Jones family. Nope, they like how careful, quiet, and subtle they are. They think in a very complicated way, like a Rubik's Cube. They first want that private spot, a small harbor where they can hide from people who want to know more about them. Second, they know that a person's real worth or character is not based on how much money they have. All of them focus on the information, not just the way it looks. For them, real ties are more important than words. So even if they are rich, their money is quietly incorporated into the things that make them happier. Old money. They have deep conversations that are good for the mind and soul. People want to learn more about the world, so they would rather see films and local art shows than displays of stuff. They also seem to be very good at giving back to society in a sneaky way. In other words, the fourth point is charity, or the idea of giving back. Even though they hide their money, they are the kindest people who always want to help others. Many rich families are so private that they don't even brag about how kind they are. Tax breaks and photo ops may help nudge them in the right direction, though. When they walk around, they don't say, "Look at me, I'm a philanthropist." Take the MacArthur or Carnegie Foundations as examples. Each year, these big donors give hundreds of millions of dollars to nonprofits that deserve it. Their charitable organizations support education, health, science, the environment, and the arts, as well as education. But why do people feel like they have to give so much? It all comes down to how deeply they care about responsibility and how aware they are of their privilege. Some people feel happy or at ease when they make a difference. They are all driven by the desire to make the world a better place and leave something that will last. Are you interested in their mystery? They have it because they are always determined to make a change. Being able to leave the world better than they found it has helped them make an effect that will last. You might be curious about how they were able to leave such a strong impression. It's by enjoying learning and mental activities. They don't just show off how rich they are with old money. They also treat knowledge like it's gold. Education isn't just a way to get a job for many people. It's a lifelong journey that shapes who they are and helps them move forward. They value degrees from well-known Ivy League schools, but they also value reading comprehension, awareness, and knowledge in many areas, such as politics, society, history, philosophy, the arts and sciences, and reading comprehension. They really care about education, and it's not just a show of respect, it's a well-thought-out choice. Beginning early at home, they read to their kids, limit their time on TV and the internet, and show them how libraries and museums can be great places to learn. People pay attention to private schools, but what really matters is what goes on inside their homes. They want their kids to get a good education so that when they grow up, they can go out into the world, make smart choices, keep the family business going, and really help people. They tend to have huge libraries and show off their collection of strange cars in a crazy way. Instead of rolling out a fancy red carpet, they will go to talks that will make them think. They also have a family lawyer, a financial advisor, and a certified public accountant, CPA, to make sure everything runs smoothly in case things get tough. Not only do they feed the ego, but they also feed the mind. You now know what makes the old money rich different from everyone else. We're really interested in hearing about the behaviors you see in your social networks. Leave us a comment below to let us know.